I've actually been trying really hard to make a video for you guys for the last 2 days, but it's been really difficult because I'm not in Bangkok right now. Usually I live and work in Bangkok, and I work in an office, and I can usually find a quiet room to record in the office. But right now I'm in my wife's hometown, which is outside of Bangkok, and there is noise everywhere. It's not a very busy place. Bangkok is much busier, but in Bangkok it's easier to find privacy. Here, there's not so many people, there's not so much stuff happening, it's less busy, but there's lots of noise. Because if I'm inside, I'm not going to record because I don't want to bother the people who are relaxing in the house. And if I come out here, outside, there's cars, there's chickens, there's dogs, there's a lot of stuff happening. So hopefully you're able to hear me well enough in this video, and I just want to explain to you why I haven't really had any good videos for the last 2 days. It's just because it's been difficult to find a quiet place to record a video. But also a question that someone had was about when do we use been, B-E-E-N. And because I'm American, I usually say been or been. And I believe British people more often say been. But it's not important. They're all spelled the same, B-E-E-N, bin, ben, been. The way you pronounce it, the way that you pronounce them is not super important. But how do you use them? So been is the third form of verb to be. In present, you have is, am, are. In past, you have was, were. And the third form that we use for passive voice, present perfect, and past perfect is been. So in this video, I don't want to talk too much about the grammar, but I do want to just give you some expressions that use been. So these expressions are going to be present perfect because, again, I don't want to explain the grammar too much. I don't want to do present perfect, past perfect, passive voice all in one video. So just some examples with present perfect, been. How have you been? How have you been is just like how are you? But how are you is about right now, only about right now. How have you been includes the past also. So if you haven't seen your friend for 3 weeks, you could say, how have you been? That means since the last time I saw you until right now. How have you been? What has been happening in your life? And that's also present perfect continuous, because in continuous tense we need verb to be. When we make present perfect continuous, we also use been. What have you been doing? I have been relaxing. I have been working. Or if you have an adjective in present perfect, I have been busy. I have been tired. Or if you're talking about an event, you could say, maybe you're at the end of an event and you're about to go home. You could say, this has been fun. This has been interesting. I hope this video has been useful for you. You can also ask, where have you been? Where have you been is just like where did you go? But where did you go is 100% about the past. It's not about something that is important right now. Where have you been sounds like you just arrived here right now. And I have been looking for you for 3 hours and I haven't seen you. I have called you 10 times and you haven't answered the phone. Where have you been? I have been waiting for you for a long time. So this is just some information about been and also about why I haven't really had any videos for the last 2 days.